Welcome back to a late night session once Thursday more of Strange Aeons, Strange the Yellow King. I'm
Yay.
joined by my after hour buddies, and we are ready to continue on with finding some boons for this mysterious mad poet. I hope the
Mm-hmm.
gang is ready.
Ah, I don't know if we're ready, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Cool. We're joined by the lovely investigator, Mr. Gregor.
That is me, Malin Gregor Hawken, the only lawful good member of this group.
Indeed. We're also coming along with our foxy lady, Miss Aaron.
Yes.
Ah, she sounds hideous. Also with
Just
our
the way I like them.
with our beloved Thursday Night Lizard Man, Draymore.
Yig's blessings upon.
I feel all slimy already. And last but certainly not least, our captain. Oh wait, not this game. Our wild man, Mr. Anurin.
Hello.
I
He's
was
de-
so ready for that. That's what I wanted.
he's
Ooh,
definitely the guy that's carried us in a lot of these encounters.
uh, oh man. Well, a lot of good stuff has happened in between the beginning of this game, and while this book has taken a little bit to get through, just due to some longer times and a few off weeks here and there, I can say that we are starting to get to the final push, as it were now.
Indeed.
So, when we last left off, our adventurers made their way to a small little town along the part of the Eastern River Kingdoms, making their way to the nice city where they are believed to have tracked down Count Haston Lyles IV, their old benefactor and supposed keeper of memories and progenitor of occult devices. We're tracking him down to try and, for one, get to the bottom of what they actually did or who they were before they became a part of his quote unquote hirelings, underlings, however you wish to pronounce it. And as well as to see, we know that he is looking for an arcane and occult artifact known as the Book of the Damned, the Necronomicon, or the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon, a hideous and sinister book capable of all sorts of wonderful eldritch things.
Indeed.
Upon this little town that they travel to, they discover that another little ship with red sails, much like the one that chased them many moons ago, with some mysterious creatures that chased them down and was gone in an instant, came to this little town, apparently searching for them. While they were there, they were attacked by a nice little gorilla ape known as an Ahul. They dealt with the creature very, very handedly. That poor bastard. He never had a chance.
Neither
From
did his
there,
fucking those
oh,
other people.
so what was supposed to turn into for me a nice little easy end of the session turned into me scrambling because I had to figure out a way to deal with these tomfoolery, these knuckleheads.
Indeed.
Hey, man. Just laying down the law.
Yeah, damn right.
So while I couldn't emulate the trident slashing that happened last night with last week,
Don't worry, I will.
uh, on Thursday Night Lizard Man, are you going to do the Draymore what I did to good old
Please
Cicada?
don't. Honestly, that is the most threatened I've felt in months. I really I don't think I've come that close to death in this game, which is horribly ironic.
No, actually, you did die in this game. If
I
we were
did.
back
That's
in
right. I
Iris Hill,
technically did die. Yeah, I got ambushed by that assassin.
yeah, she
Man,
got that successful death attack off.
building an assassin enemy is literally just like you want one free shot at potentially murdering just one of them. It's just a bullet basically.
That's all it is. Basically, you just fucking started hearing Eminem's music in the background. It's like, if you had one shot, one opportunity.
Mom
Mom
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
These
Excellent.
weak arms are
Arms are
heavy.
heavy. He's got spaghetti on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Aaron's
Anyway,
been invisible already.
Go
God, but
home, you don't even
but
recognize
to
your own
continue on
box.
with this nice session, this lovely smile-bringing session, we're gonna bring us back to the map of the area we've been traveling down. Do. Well, where are you at? Huh.
Says I.
Let me just leave that there for a second because there we go. I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out for half a second because I couldn't find the map, and I immediately was worried that some of the maps got deleted.
Oh
Ah,
god.
yes. The
'Cause
world's
that-
butthole.
I
That
remember that shit
is-
happened to me during
I-
Carrying Crown.
I still have no clue how that happened.
I literally lost an entire book,
Yeah,
like an entire fucking book.
You
that's
must have deleted it.
I just
I guess I must have, but I have no idea how I would have done it.
I one time accidentally deleted all of the resources to Rise of the Rune Lords.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah. That's a bad day.
Well, currently the party is in Riverton, making our way towards Casimir, and
Making
we
our
are
way-
back on the boat. Now, since you all last at the Dreamlands and encountered that old, creepy ass monster, just, a simple little lizardy looking thing. Oh, yeah, Bokrug, that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
one,
yeah.
one of the great old ones. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's just a
Ooh,
little
You
bit.
mentioned Bokrog, and I hand you my origami statue of him.
Oh, it's so cute. And I throw it behind me as I continue talking. And then it lands perfectly. Alright, so, it's been about a week now. So I ask you all, are you all ready to brave the Dreamlands once more?
Wait, we've been sailing for another week?
No, it was a week to Riverton. Like, in between the last time you left the Dreamlands, came to Riverton, there was roughly a week of
Okay.
time in between that. So
How
now
long
you
has it
all
been
are-
since the last session?
You all are leaving Riverton now.
Okay.
All right, let's go get
Yeah.
fucked up, I guess.
Let's do
But the,
it to
but
it.
the moment
gang.
you all do sail off, the illustrious Captain Skywind Freeling, a cute little bird, little cute little dove. Let me get her pulled up here. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna pull her up because she's cute. Yeah, you already know what she looks like.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't have the art
Sweet,
attached
sweet
to the
little
character sheet or
halfling
anything.
lady.
But she explains that she ran into a couple of stragglers in town while you all were doing your thing. Let me do a little bit of reading really quick. For those that might be need a little bit of a memory jog, Skywind is a halfling swashbuckler, retired pirate from the shackles. If there's one thing that has come to her attention along the lines of her travel, is she is very much a perpetrator of freedom. She does not like when things are being shackled.
Who? Josh T, you're echoing really bad, my dude.
I was turning me on a little bit here myself. I was trying to figure out how to do all this with one hand. Okay. Where are we at? Yes. So there are a couple of little scholars that ooh,
I think he's on Kyle's computer now. Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
okay. So there's still some feedback from somewhere.
There is.
What the fuck?
I don't hear any feedback.
I don't hear it either.
Okay.
There we go.
I still hear feedback from everybody.
Really?
Yes.
From everyone?
What do you mean by feedback?
There's echo for everyone when everyone speaks.
Do you have the thing turned on in Roll20 where you hear our voice?
Let me double check.
'Cause I think I-
on.
Are you
Or are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the stream pulled up.
Yeah. Do not know, my dude. Oh.
Oh.
What was that?
Hello?
That was me resetting my settings in Roll20.
Well.
Oh, that fixed it.
All right.
That must have been it.
Yeah. And Roll20's decided to be a real dick tonight. Alright. So anyway, to continue on, she explains that there's a couple of scholars that are basically trying to escape from that wonderful land, to the east.
Hmm.
You know, the spooky one. What is the name of that fucking place?
The land to the east.
Oh,
Ustalav.
no. Rasmuran.
Ah,
Ooh,
yeah.
the God Wizard's
Yeah.
place.
She explains that they are more or less just kind of refugees trying to get away from the place itself. They are scholars of some repute and are trying to make it to Casimir, where they can take a much larger sailing vessel and go back to their original homes.
Okay.
They are just old men. They are just commoners, basically, or they're experts, quote unquote. As far as if you want to get technical with it.
Hmm.
Think a much nicer rickety squib, without the missing teeth.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, right. So along with that, they explain that they wouldn't be surprised if someone was coming after them, like to try and get them. But Skywin would have nothing of it because they were more or less enslaved. She explains to you all that this is your chance to either trust her captainship, where she is, the owner of this vessel, and whatever she says goes, or you can find your own way to Casimir. But she's taking these people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, we do need to actually get to our destination. Like, time is of the essence, but so she's wanting to
Yeah.
detour because
No. She wants to take these people on the boat. Like they're all going to Casimir with you all.
Oh
Oh.
shit! I
Yeah, she just explains that she is taking them. Like that's not for debate.
I said, well, I mean,
Cool.
I didn't think it would be. It's your vessel.
Who are these
Indeed.
people?
There are
Yeah.
some experts from Rasmuran. They're like refugees trying to escape.
Experts.
Oh, grand.
Maybe one of them can help me and Aaron in our
May
morning
I-
routines.
May I would like to speak with them to see whether or not we would take her vessel on this voyage then. For I do not wish to argue with the words of, the owner of this vessel, such as the rules, and I am definitely a role player, but I just wish to know what everything we would be getting ourselves into if we wish to play by this game, as it were.
Yeah,
Aaron
for sure.
says, "Do what you want. Just leave me alone. I need about 2 hours to write some scrolls." And I go to the cabin.
Very good. So yeah, I'll eventually, whenever it's appropriate, ask to
Yeah,
have
for sure.
an audience with how many people is it?
Just two.
Just two? Okay. I would like to have a sit down with these two people. You say they're older, kinda?
Yeah, they're definitely in there. They're past their prime.
Okay.
Is a polite way to say it.
I'll sit down with them and say, what time of day is it? Is it morning, afternoon?
At this point, it's afternoon, going towards evening.
Gotcha. Okay, I say, good afternoon. My name is Gregor. I'm one of the several adventurers that have been alongside Miss Skywin, the captain, the good captain, for some time now, and I've heard that you all will be joining us on our voyage. Yes.
Both of them nod. One of them pipes up and says, "Indeed, we were tired of being under Rasmir's spiteful gaze. His dictatorship held no bounds, and we decided we would no longer be slaves to his influence of power."
Of course. I cannot well, I do understand law and order. Tyranny is absolutely nothing to be suffered, especially even if it is under the hands of a living god. So,
The one that wasn't talking kind of like just goes "Pff," when you say that.
indeed. I've been on a ship with a bunch of sailors, so this kind of stuff I've gotten rather used to it by this point. I then go on to say, so tell me a little bit about yourselves. What exactly did you do whilst in Razmaran?
Hmm. We were scholars. To put it politely, we lived in Thronestep, the capital.
Ah,
There we were direct. Uh, there we were direct researchers for Rasmir. While he knew us, obviously, as he knew all of his court, we were not necessarily important. However, we were apparently on the verge of finding something out very useful to him. It was in regards to something involving Ustalov, although it was in a time before time. Well, I say that for us, we're rather old. The other one says, well, you have a good look about you. Surely you understand the pursuit of knowledge in the purest form.
absolutely.
No, the one
I'm.
that's not been talking smiles.
I say, indeed, I am an inspector for the Lipstadt University, one of the most prestigious organizations of education and investigation here in Ustalov.
The other one pipes up and removes his hood a little bit. You can tell that he is definitely from the Eastern Islands,
Mhm.
or the Eastern Kingdoms. And he says, I once took a time in Ustalov and Lepidstadt.
Ah,
I
what did you
spent a
study?
sabbatical there. Ah, great question. But he doesn't answer.
Hmm.
These people are unusual.
The other one says, you'll have to forgive my less eccentric friend. He doesn't speak much.
I will
You know,
say, uh, forgive me for my assumptions, but are you from Tian Sha?
the one that kind of just didn't answer your question, he says, indeed, it has been many cycles since I've been there.
I would assume so. My second guess was going to be that of the Impossible Islands, but I see now that you are very interesting individuals. Tell me, so our adventures have been rather perilous, to um, say the least, and I will have to say that you joining us on this adventure will be just another piece into that puzzle. And while I do not wish to make any assumptions, you must understand that someone of my report must be one to ensure that all will remain as orderly as possible. Is there anything, and please tell me now, that you would like to tell me that I might want to know in that respect?
And they look to each other and they kind of whisper back and forth. And they say, only that someone known as the Glower is most likely following us.
Do I know that name? Or that term?
You can roll a knowledge religion.
I roll a 22.
While the name itself is undistinctly familiar, you know that it has the same kind of inflections as worshippers of Norgaberg would have.
Interesting.
The man from Tianzhou states, it is a spy master. Not the spy master, but one that is definitely coming for us.
Indeed.
Once we discovered the knowledge that we had found, we decided that it was no longer our prerogative to give it to him. We simply wish to die with it. Me and Tianzhou, and the other guy looks up and says, yes, and me wherever my soul takes me.
I see. I'm going to, of course, silently, whilst they talk, use Detect Magic to attempt to notice any kind of magical funny business going about these guys. Do they
Okay.
have any auras about them?
You can detect a couple of auras coming from them, all of them minor auras.
Okay, so a couple magical trinkets amongst them, I would assume. I will bring that up. I will say, I see that you definitely have some wits about you in the field of magical items. Might I pry and know what you have about you, or is it just simple, um, private baubles?
They say, "You will not offend us, son." And the other one say, "Indeed, we have long been under the scrutiny of Razmir. What is showing ourselves to another stranger?" They'll pull out a handful of items. Most of them are mundane items and curiosos.
Hmm,
Simply things that old men would use to help them write, or things that they would use to kind of help with a bowel movement or two.
I see.
Mm, some oil.
I will say just one last thing. You will have to forgive me, but I will have to ask one last time. What did you study here in Ustalav?
The one that was speaking begins to talk, and the gentleman from Tianjiao cuts him off. He says, "I am sorry, chap, but if we would not tell Razmir, and two old men at the brink of their lives would travel across the entire Eastern Kingdoms to have a chance of getting back to their home, would not tell him, I'm afraid we could not tell you as well. All it is knowledge that should never have been gained, and it's something I will die with."
I really wish they hadn't said that.
Can you tell us what it's not?
It's not round.
They'll converse amongst themselves for a moment, and
I
after a little bit of squabbling, the one that's been doing the majority of the talking will say, "If it will relieve you in any sorts, I do not know what your travels have been like. We know that our lives have been fought with much peril and much turmoil. And
there's
while
some
we
peril
have
and
just,
turmoil coming from Josh T right now.
while we have discovered many wonderful things, many magical things, we have also seen we have seen things fraught with terror, and they have brought unfortunate circumstances. These are sins that we live with, things that Razmir has used his potential in one way or another.
I see.
Now, the knowledge that my colleague has found in Ustalav is matters pertaining to the Whispering Way.
That will fucking pipe my eyebrows up a bit.
So you must understand, with Razmir being studious and hungry for any knowledge possible,
I see.
the type of knowledge that if this was not my idea to leave, I've always wanted to, but my best friend of my entire life, he decided it was worth risking his life or an eternity in some different plane that Razmir would have sent him to leave with it."
I will raise a hand to slow his roll and say I understand. Oh, the Whispering Way, the organization of the tyrant himself.
Shh. We don't speak of it.
I see. Very well.
And the guy kind of like he does like a little motion where he like kind of brushes both of his shoulders off and does a spin. I guess spins in a circle.
The typical spin, hawk spit kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like, oh wow, okay, some real country bumpkins here with their superstitions. All right. Well, I won't pry further. I kind of slap my legs and stand up. I can see that we shouldn't have any problems. I will let you know that my group tends to keep to itself. About half of us are typically found in our room, reading and investigating what we have been looking into. If you wish to speak with us, you can commonly find Draymore or myself there. The other half tends to be rather busy throughout the day.
To look at these people and just says, "Do not come find me."
And at that point, I step out of the cabin. I'm just like, Gurgle, what'd you do with my jerky?
Okay. You ate the rest of it, remember?
A book gets hurled in y'all's general direction, and as I lean out and say, "Shut the fuck up! I'm studying," and I slam the door.
Kicks me out. I go. Phew! I land on my ass. I'm just like, oh. I'm gonna stand up. Like, oh, Grego, you've made friends.
Of a sort, yes.
I'll approach. I seem a little taller. And I'm just like, greetings, old ones. I am Anurin.
They begin taking like rulers out and like what a seamstress would use to like measure things and like, oh,
I'll
what an
start.
exquisite specimen.
I'll start striking poses for him.
They say, surely your muscle mass is obscenely large.
Yes. Mother always said, grow 'em big, grow 'em strong.
He says, but you're covered in a thick sludge.
Ah, it's not sludge, my good old friend. It is the cleanest of oils.
Gregor will
Yes.
find his leave now.
But one of them pulls his hands up in like an inch of like diluted oil, like that's been like just soaked in sun. Pulls himself off of him and is like, yes, but how long has it been on you, my good chap?
Oh, I clean myself daily, and I reapply it daily. It is fresh.
He says, I don't know if I would call it fresh, but he kind of wipes it down on one of your jerkins and says, well, at any rate, we will be to our studies.
He wipes on my lab coat.
Basically. The other one says, oh, where have you studied?
Oh.
They look genuinely like they're very curious.
I'm gonna start sweating a little bit, like, I've studied in the field.
The fields. What a glorious answer. You must be quite intelligent. The other one says, study in the fields. I must write that in my memoir one day. The fields of what? Grandeur? Destruction? That is only for a man to know. As he like walks away writing down what is in a field.
Oh dear. I'll swallow.
I love swallowing. Wait.
What?
Okay. But back to the party at large. You all are now back on the river, not sea.
I'm going to invite them to our morning aerobics.
It's gonna be like yoga for them.
Oh, yes.
The one man is a practitioner. Like he's from Tianzhou, and he'll do yoga. The other guy's just hopelessly trying to keep up. Like think of Hey Arnold and the grandpa.
Oh my gosh.
Stevie
Yeah.
making a paper lotus. Give me a DC.
25.
Yeah.
Holding a level 4 spell.
20.
Oh god. There we go. Oh.
I'll say you did anyway. Okay. So, for our knowledge people, I guess we want to go ahead and start looking more into the next place, right?
Yeah.
So, just to remind everyone, for the favors of the Mad Poet, we have currently found the Viscount's signet ring, the feline tail, a skull of ghoul royalty. You all did find the greenstone idol of a water lizard. However, that one is now lost to time. The next one would be a night hag ambassador's heartstone.
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 No idea what that is.
Fuck yeah! I start shuffling my Hearthstone decks.
No. Heartstone, not Hearthstone.
I got some damn nom flashbacks when you said that. The face hunter, the shield warrior,
I can
gadgets
hear.
and goblins.
I can
This
hear the
guy's
sound
toast.
of the rope burning now.
Oh. Dude, that was the name of the game. You just let the rope burn out, then do you play your stuff?
Well, I mean, yeah. Is it shitty? Yeah. Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, to do a little bit of reading, the next set of books that you all will be looking into are A Atop the Valley Soul, the Falling Silk, and an admiration of keeping packs. So, the research checks will be Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge Nobility, or Knowledge Planes. If you are trained in these, you get a +2 to the knowledge bonus, and the complexity rating is 20.
Huh. Well.
Now, is this the afternoon that we're leaving, or
Yes,
is this the morning? Okay.
This is the afternoon, so we'll get one
Did you
good
say
study
religion
session.
was one of those?
Arcana, Nobility, and Planes.
Gotcha.
I can help with planes. I start reading the pack book, thinking
But we're
it might be
studying.
refer.
I rolled
I know.
horribly.
And by studying, I mean we're
Studying sword.
No. This is afternoon. We do our morning aerobics in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the afternoon we're leaving, so we can do this one study and then continue it tomorrow.
I'll
Yeah.
assist.
So yeah,
Okay, buddy.
so in the afternoon, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna open up the book about packs, thinking it might be about like wolf packs or like other animal kind of packs. I'm gonna start reading it, like, I don't get this.
Josh D, I would need Arcana or Planes.
Well, look.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
Ka-chow.
29, 30.
Okay, you'll beat it by 10. Let's get a die 12 plus your intelligence modifier.
I got
Hiya.
20 plus what?
Not you.
No. By
Whatever.
11. So you're reducing from 25 down to 14. At 20, WoW sought the Heartstone of a specific hag, an ambassador and soul trader named Kaviandra. The PCs, being you all, also learned all the normal qualities of a Night Hag's Heartstone, and that Kaviandra's Heartstone retains its magic for 1 month out of her possession rather than 1 day. Now, to get a little bit of knowledge into what a Heartstone is for a hag. Do.
Also, just to clarify, you did see my whispers, correct, CB?
Yes, and you,
Okay.
yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't see it initially, but yes. Okay. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. My Roll20 for some reason is wanting to shit itself.
It's gonna cry a little bit.
Basically. Maybe piss and shit. Okay.
God, I can't wait to pick another animal form, and so I can add another 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5 attacks to my already huge attack list.
No, I'm just going to ignore everything you just said. Okay, so Night Hags have a Heartstone. All Night Hags carry a Heartstone. It's a special gemstone worth at least 1,800 gold that is worn as a parapet. Heartstone's magic is fueled by the hag's spirit and proximity. Once separated from its owner, or upon the hag's death, the Heartstone retains its magic for only 24 hours before becoming a non-magical gem again.
What the fuck is
Whoa.
that noise?
Oh, there's a bad
Whoa,
echo.
Crazy
Okay.
reverb.
That's from Josh T.
Like,
Okay, it's because
Yeah,
the mics were, yeah. Okay, so the
God.
Heartstone instantly cures any disease contracted by the holder. In addition, it provides a +2 resistance bonus on all saving throws. And a Night Hag that loses this charm can no longer use Etherealness or Soulbind until it finds a replacement one. It does not gain the holder those abilities, but it allows the hag cannot use those abilities if she loses it. So basically, the Heartstone is an extremely important piece of material for any Night Hag. If they lose it, they lose an asset to themselves, basically.
so we've got to kill a night hag, basically.
Most
Barker.
likely.
Barter?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then you didn't get down any further. So at this point, um, you can't learn the words yet, but you all can go ahead and rest.
Yay. I sleep and regain 8 HP.
I'll also just cast some spells to heal people. Is anyone, like, after that still undamaged at all?
I am slightly
good.
wounded.
Okay, so if I get 8 health back, that brings me to 57, and I need 6, so I'll just fully heal myself with a Cure Light. Take this, Maddie.
That will put me at... Brain, please work. 83.
How much more do you need?
4.
Okay, have another one and you're full. Anyone else need health? Anyone?
I'm good.
Aaron?
No.
Okay. Well, then we shall rest, and that is that.
I fall asleep
Excellent.
under a mound of paper.
Papel.
That's cute. All right, yeah, you all are successful in being able to get all of that resting in for your bodies. Bravo, bravo.
To anyone who notices, I've got the Panoptic manuscript tucked under my pillow.
Bravo.
That's adorably horrifying.
I've
When
been
you all
reading
wake
it.
up, finishing the studying for the
Yay.
Ambassador's Parkstone's research.
Knowledge planes.
Yes,
Groovy.
groovy like a driving movie.
33 total.
33? Nice. Give me 2 dice 6 plus your intelligence.
13.
Sweet. All right. You know what? You're so close to doing it. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Go,
So, because you only had 14 left.
bitch.
So, a register of extraplanar diplomats list Kavandra as an ambassador to the city of Dileth Leen, a grim city of basalt and one of the Dreamland's most notorious havens for vice.
Huh.
AKA, anything you want to get yourself off, baby? This is the place to go.
Grand.
You want it?
According to a
Yeah.
diary brimming with spiteful rumors, Kavandra has unnecessarily large retinue for retainers in an insufferably imperious manner. Let's see. So there's actually a little bit of. Let's see. Gotta go back just for a moment.
No.
Because do you remember a haunt going off in the Forsaken Caravan? It's been a long time ago.
A Forsaken Caravan.
Haunt that
Yes.
didn't it just create like a ghost or something that we had to fight?
So there was a ghost that you all had to fight.
Mhm.
There was a not imaginary dream, animated dream for one room,
Yeah.
but further down there was like a little dining area place. Gregor, during your studies, you realized that there was a night hag intermingled in all that.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that that night hag, like it was like a memory. The Dreamlands are all fucky, you know.
Right.
So there's a chance that this night hag was actually at the Forsaken Caravan at one point in time, because you're kind of having one of those flashback memories of having time with Laos for a moment.
Huh.
It's like you all can remember being at the caravan, and you can remember the night hag being there for a moment. The haunt that you all registered was actually a memory of that time.
Huh.
I know, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. God, one fucking.
It makes
If I had a complaint about this AP, it's just what the fuck is ever happening? Like, god damn.
Listen, man.
Chapter 1 is nigh impossible, and chapters 2 to 6 are just fucking what? Like, constantly just asking, what?
Well, I promise when you get your memories back, it makes it no better.
Well,
Actually, when you get your memories back, it helps out a whole lot. But we gotta see if you get there first. Okay. So to continue on. Do-do-do-do-do. Right here. Okay. Yeah, and with that little bit of knowledge kind of locking in, you all do learn the proper phrase that allows you all to use the Dreamlands Excursion occult ritual to reach the ambassador in Dylath Lane.
Bitchin'. Alrighty, everybody. I'm leaving my fucking holy symbol of Abadar at home for this one. I'd hate to stand out too
Wise.
much, so I've dressed for the occasion. And you look at fucking me, and I'm wearing I'm wearing my robes, but they're open, and I've got like a speedo on.
Wait, so you're leaving
Shirt's
your holy
open.
symbol?
Yes. No, not for you. You don't fucking take that. That's not. I don't want it oily. You messy, messy barbarian, you.
slippery
I'm-
when he hands it
I'm
back.
not a barbarian.
Sad dinosaur noises.
I am
Putting this one
quite
in my
hospitable.
bag of holding. On my handy
All
haversack.
right.
I mean, if you're not gonna use, could.
All right. Well, gentlemen, do you all wish to go ahead and go whenever the morning stretches are done? Because at this point, you all kind of learn all the information, and then Aenir and Aaron will kind of wrap up their daily retinue of physical activity.
Indeed.
I go
So
for a swim, clean
have-
myself, and apply the oil.
we have to convince some slutty hag to give us her most prized possession.
One way or the other, yes.
Ay. All right. Let us be about it.
Excellent. All right, Aenir and Aaron, you all will return back to the not Dreamlands, back to Gregor and Draymore. A nice little prompt time when they already explained that they have finished finding all the correct words. Aaron, you are so familiar with this ritual at this point. I will just need a single roll from you. As long as you pass the knowledge planes roll, you will not incur any penalty. If you fail, you have to make the roll one more time. If you fail twice, it'll do the backlash. So I just need one roll. Okay, and you pass. You all are so familiar with doing the ritual at this point that it's like second nature. Almost too familiar.
Cool. Wait. Oh no.
And then at that point, the stairs, after the hour of preparing this occult ritual, you all will take some damage going to Betty Bye.
Yay!
Go to sleep. Go
Gregor?
to sleep.
Oh, bitchin'.
Aaron,
Nice.
Oh
Less
yeah.
bitchin'.
Draymore.
Yes.
I
Give
like
it to
Draymore.
us.
I like Draymore.
No. That's good. Getting a low on that means it's harder to get back.
Oh, I
Gimme.
know.
That means you hate Draymore.
Yeah, I hate all lizards after Wednesday and Thursday. One hurts them up close and one hurts them from far away. Alright, but yeah, you all definitely descend into the Dreamlands once more.
Once more into the breach, gentlemen.
Everyone, dream up. Here we go.
Alright.
We appear,
Yep.
and almost immediately, Gregor goes, "All right. So where's the hag?" I look around. What do I
She
see?
says,
I say, oh, she's right here.
Oh, thank you. Wait, what? Say that
Indeed.
word for word. I like how.
The ambassador's retinue. So, you all now must attain a Night Hag's Heartstone to complete this part of the Dream Quest. You all arrive in a sumptuous drug den in the city of Dylath Lane, where Ambassador Kavandra is lounging. You can hear moans of ecstasy, or just
Yes.
moans of peril and screaming and torture from any amount of rooms around you all.
A grand
simply
old
s-
Slaneshi place.
She simply smiles and says, well, if it isn't you four once more.
Standing before her, I will say, "I see that you've already made yourself ready for me. I mean us."
She says, "Oh, my dear Gregor, if only you were lucky once more."
We
I'm
could
just gonna
see.
start elbowing you really hard. Oh.
And here's what she looks like.
Look at
Hell
that.
yeah.
That
That looks
is.
like the Bride of Frankenstein's grandmother.
It's pretty apt.
She says, "I'll spare no time in doing anything else I'm sure you all have been doing. I assume you're here for this once more." As she procures the heartstone from her neck.
I'll bow and say, indeed.
I'll say, yeah,
She says,
that's what we came here for. Yes. Right.
"Well,
Yeah.
you all may have it.
Oh, grand.
There's,
I'll. Oh.
there's only one condition.
Ah, of course.
For a period of fortune for you to have this, one of you must take a moment of misfortune."
A moment of misfortune, you say?
I'm gonna raise my hand.
I'm going to lower your hand.
Oh.
Might I get a definition as to what you mean by this?
I'm gonna lean closer.
How
That's
long
what
is a moment to you?
I was gonna say. That's
say
what I was gonna ask.
I would say roughly in the span of 6 seconds.
I see. So, I'm gonna slowly start making my way forward. Might I don't know, get a better explanation as to what you mean by misfortune?
She says, "You are taking my most prized possession, my fortune. To give it up means I am vulnerable. Well, I'm not that vulnerable, my dear. I've been around a long time, and I intend to keep it that way.
Indeed, indeed.
However, in doing so, you must understand that I am not at my full potential. So, as a vampire requests permission to go through the threshold, you must also hold on to my ill burdens. In DM terms, there will be a random point, and whoever holds this, whoever takes this heartstone right now, she is giving it to you. There is no strings attached. It is yours to have until it eventually, after 1 month, will cease having power. But during that time, at one point while you are in the Dreamlands and this thing is active, a natural 1 will occur on any 1d20 roll I say.
I see.
Not a 1, a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
On any one roll for the rest of this
So
book,
y-
as long
so
as the
y-
Hearthstone is active.
So you get to pick a point in which you just make a die 20 roll a 1.
But only once.
I get to. Well.
6 seconds. I get it.
Yeah.
I suppose.
She says, "Who feels the luckiest?" As she kind of twirls the necklace around in her hand.
Well, I have been known to be the luckiest one. Of the most of us, I suppose we could already say that there's been evidence of that, can't we? But
She goes,
Man,
but it sounds like a smoker's cough, so it's like.
excellent, just the way I like them. All right,
And then
I
she
will
takes
happily.
a draw of a cig through her stoma.
Fucking grand. I will approach the woman with my hand open, ready to receive it, and say, I suppose I can trust in my quick wits and experience of an aged body to consider myself lucky enough to take on this burden. And know that it will be safe in my hands should you ever need it back.
All right, my dear. Once more into the breach. As she drops the heartstone into your hand. You feel
I then vanish and appear in the abyss.
You feel an immediate twinge, so your entire body was just like covered in a very thick, foul, viscous liquid, but then it's all gone.
Oh yeah,
Like you feel back to normal. Well, normal for being in the Dreamlands.
indeed. Right.
At that point, a head comes rolling out from one of the rooms.
Oh.
And she goes, "Oh, excuse me. They always like to make messes." As she takes the head and throws it through the curtains of the room it came from. She says, "Everyone has their pleasures. I am simply the one that procures them."
I raise a hand to ask a question and then lower my hand. And then just return to this group. Well, this has been oddly efficient and relatively simple. I don't know. I feel like there's more that we could do here.
She says, "Oh, trust me, there's plenty you could do. But as for that, give Laos my best."
No, I
Oh, we will.
intend on giving him my best as well.
Perfect. She snaps her fingers and she's gone.
Well,
That was
I
easy.
suppose I would have bowed to her as a way of respect, but I suppose I will see you all in the morning. I will concentrate to leave, I guess. With the plus 12 from the non-lethal damage I took, that's a 27.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to wake up. You all will able to, this is not a situation where you all kind of have to worry about it. I just want to make you roll it because there's, after last time it really mattered.
Right,
This
right.
time, it doesn't really matter.
I just
You'll
have a
eventually
really
wake up.
good buff, so I wanted to use it.
What is it? 1d20 plus your charisma plus the damage?
Correct.
Oh, plus my level.
Yeah, plus your level. Yeah, you're good. We'll say that you all will eventually wake up. Although if anyone wishes to spend some time in the dens here, you're more than welcome to.
I don't
Wow.
smell any meat, so I'm gonna leave.
You
Oh,
probably
there's
do
definitely a
smell
lot
me.
of- there's definitely
Well,
some
that's
meat.
a good point. Well, before we would leave, do you guys want to dare what's going on around here? Huh?
I grab
Uh,
Draymore's hand, say no, and then try to wake up.
Nah, I'm good.
I
Okay,
get the feeling that
Aaron,
there's something.
Aaron wakes up first.
I get the feeling that
The-
there's something.
And
about
Draymore, now
here,
you can.
But yeah,
Draymore, now your lady's away.
when the cats are away, the mice will play.
He says, "Aaron is gone. I will be here for years."
What's the check anyway? Do I win?
It's
Yeah,
a
you're fine.
concentration check plus the non-lethal that you took. So yeah, you blow it out of the
Yeah,
fucking water.
Yeah,
okay,
kind of like
cool.
I was
I
saying,
didn't
you
know
all are
that
going to be.
the DC was.
Yeah, you all are going to be fine to wake up from this one. It's just
Cool.
a matter of just like taking the time to do it. So yeah, you all will be able to wake up. And for me to you all, unless you all just want to like stay and look at some of the oddities that are in these rooms, there's something else to gain here.
Okay. Okay, what was going on in amongst these places?
door number 1.
Yeah, we'll just say that you kind of like and then start like looking through all the rooms, like just peeking through the blinds before you all leave. One of them had an old man who was strapped to a table, who was being dissected while he was still alive, but he was being fed a constant stream of drugs, it looked like, through some form of injection, and he was enjoying every moment of it. There was one room that was simply a cat full of human-sized kittens. Like they were like full-grown men, but they were the size of kittens, and the cat was petting all the men. Like a
Wait.
man would be in like a room full of kittens petting the
Oh.
kittens.
But
A
It was a
real
cat.
life cat boy?
Yeah, it was a cat the size of a man petting men the size of kittens.
wow.
That is pretty fucking funny.
One of them just had a banana, or insert any piece of fruit that I wanted to in the room. I just like to say banana, and that was it.
It's the most phallic.
One of them had a samurai in a room that was watching different members of his, well, you wouldn't know it, but different members of his order commit seppuku as he beheaded them.
Oh my.
Yep, there's actually a couple more. Let's see. One of them was a kitchen that had a monstrous-looking figure that had more tentacles than you could care to admit, who was simply making gourmet meals for the night hag. One of them was a large room that was much larger on the inside than it was the outside, that was full of people playing recreational games.
It's just yet another murder monster.
Yeah. Another room was a casual room that was filled with incense and any kind of drug you could try and get your hands on, the mortal realms.
Huh.
People just using and abusing all over the place.
Gotcha.
And all of them had lavish music and anything that could afford to get in there.
Neat. Well, this place is awful. Let's leave.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. It's just very strange. Like literally
Except the room with the fruit.
makes you
That's
fancy.
funny.
Yeah.
Was it just a blank room with a single piece of fruit in the middle of it?
Yep, that's literally it.
That's fucking funny.
My favorite is the cat-sized human petting the human-sized cats.
I would hope that it was a papaya.
Yeah, you know, it looks different for each person.
Mine is a papaya.
Josh Cheese.
Whenever you said banana, I just think of that Adventure Time scene where like Jake picks up the banana and it's like sick,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh God, gross."
So good. All right, but with that, as simple as that, you all wake back
God,
up.
we are so good at this.
Hell yeah. This is an easy one, fellas. I high five everyone.
And you all, I will give you all the experience at the end of the session. That is 100% an encounter.
Go.
Nice.
Neat.
Good thing we
I have
Decided.
been cursed.
Yep.
only
Um,
slightly.
if you want to give it a name, the name of the curse is Kaviandra's Misfortune. So,
Can you spell Keviandra?
yeah, I'll put it in not Discord, in Roll20.
What if he had just said no?
K, K,
Just spell it the best you can, man. That's what I do.
4K.
Lamau.
Yep. So literally, if I say Luke, the misfortune happens, that roll will be an automatic natural 1.
Yeah, boy. Gotcha.
Okay. Ah, yes. I'm very excited about that. I was very excited for whoever was going to take it. I didn't know who was going to take it, but I'm glad that it was you.
I ain't touching that shit.
With the 99 and a... Or,
I don't know how.
I wouldn't
can't.
touch you.
I wouldn't touch you.
Diddly. No song.
Fiddly diddly doo.
They do.
Who is
No more than 99.
99. Alright.
I can't. Okay.
I love how most
I'll
of our
be-
jokes are inside jokes, or the fucking audience on YouTube has no idea what we're talking about. It's like watching the new Space Jam where every joke is just a reference and not actually funny.
Now
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
It's only references. I don't have any real jokes.
Which,
Dude, when can we go? Can we go to New Steven?
New Steven.
Yeah.
Is
Just
there an
south
old
of
Steven?
New Stetvan.
yeah, New Steven. Just south of Lake Rachel.
I
Jesse,
think-
what the fuck are you talking about?
it must be a place on the map that he's looking at. I'm now looking.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
I'm looking.
And it's
Just-
just no.
Just beside the
Oh,
Gonzo
Stephen.
Forest.
That is seriously one of my favorite fucking memes right now. Just
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, for those curious, you can check that part of the map right there.
Yeah.
It's on the opposite side of the world
Oh, what
butthole.
the fuck? Look, it's Hejothokados
Yep. Hey, just got us.
and Drevod Nok and Aramor.
Is that places that are?
Yeah, that's Numeria. That's just
Yeah.
this whole area.
Yeah, I knew Numeria was right here in this area.
Like
Yeah,
this
it's right next to the world's butthole.
neat.
Oh, that's cool. So, like, have you all like actually been to Hejothokados?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's an awful place, full of wonderful things.
Nah, Hejothokados is one of the more bearable places in Numeria.
I hate Amishville.
Amishville's terrible.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Compared to where we are
Unless
now,
you're an
compared to where
android.
we've been.
If you're an android, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one.
That's funny.
All right. Well, to continue on, you all will wake up and it'll be morning once more.
Woohoo!
What felt like
Still not
maybe
dead.
10 minutes in the Dreamlands took 8 hours of real time.
Throughout. Let me think. Nah, I wouldn't have. But would I? Dare I? No, that would be uncool. I'll trust these people. I still have some sketchiness thinking about these people, but I will not abuse their private affairs. I was thinking about trying to read their minds while they slept, or like turning invisible and sneaking through their shit.
Oh, those poor old men.
Dude, age means fucking nothing.
Man,
It means everything.
I can't believe
No.
Gregor
Asians,
wouldn't
you've
be
had
trusting.
more time to commit worse sins than anyone else.
Yeah, Gregor would not trust two strange old people in cloaks claiming to be from fucking Razmaran, wanting to get into another bizarre arcane metropolis, who know shit about the Whispering Way. Yeah. I would not distrust anything about that.
Man, Gregor, you need to be a lot more trusting.
Yeah, especially after all the shit we've been through.
Yeah, like, I can't believe you wouldn't be.
I don't know. They seem pretty cool.
I mean, they've given us no reason to be sketchy other than the fact they didn't want to answer my question, but they had a reason to, so I can't really judge that.
Yeah, you just gotta pick your battles.
I mean, I am. I have picked them.
Well,
I have picked
for
to
you
not
all,
fight yet.
Aaron and Aaron, you all will be able to begin your studies, or your physical studies.
Yes.
But now I ask the party at large, there are 2 remaining favors. Now, you all initially chose to just do them straight down the line. You all could have picked and choose each one of them as you wished.
Yeah, so
Now,
the Captain's Tricorn,
Mhm.
I feel like that one's going to happen to us, not we're going to happen to it. Unless there's a way we could perchance research this boat and find it before it appears from the Dreamlands attacking us.
So, I'll tell you this much. There are only a handful of books left that you all haven't read. The ones pertaining to the Captain's Tricorn. Let me do a little bit of scrolling back up. Okay, so there is The Emotions of the Past, The Shadow Ship, and Voyage of the Rainbow Serpent. That is the books for the Captain's Tricorn. For the Webbed Red Foot, there's Curses of the Black Lake, Men and Vultures, Denizens of Darkened Depths, Darkened Depth and Dread Skies, and Shards of Sight. So, you all can choose either one of those for your last, or for your, in any order.
Oh no. Shards of sight.
the shadowy ship one, that one seems promising. Because if there's a way that we can research something about the ship and how to perhaps use the ritual to appear on the ship and just fucking take the weed out at the root, and or fuck, actually, what if we could just stealth onto the ship and steal it and bail? That would be kind of cool. Anyone? Or
Yeah.
do you want it to attack us in the material plane and potentially kill Skywin?
I mean, I don't like that option.
Yeah. When you put it like that.
I'm fine with that option.
Because she is our HP generator for the other half. So, unless someone says against it, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Go for it, my dude.
Yeah. I suppose we'll
Alright.
research something about the ship, starting with that shadowy ship book.
Well, nice. So, if that's the case, for the Captain's Tricorn research, you all will begin reading the books like you would with the rest of them.
Woohoo!
So, these research checks to try and get through Lyle's scribbling is Knowledge History, Knowledge Local, and Knowledge Planes. There is no knowledge bonus for these rolls.
Let's see. Planes is just gonna keep being my best, so let's give this bad boy a shot, shall we?
Mhm.
Fuck me, dude. 21. Ugh.
And do you also have your mask?
Ah. I forgot to add that in. 31.
I was thinking your rolls were a little bit lower for what they normally were.
So yeah, 31.
And Josh T, do you wish to try and assist him?
I will. Now that you mention it.
Josh D has to get up and walk across the room back to the computer.
Yep.
Well, he's trying to
I have to
drag
get up. I have to get up out of bed.
he's trying to drag that across the floor, trying to figure out how to pick it up.
Oh, man.
All right.
That
Well,
boy
you did such a good job.
slinging that good.
Just get 2 die 8 plus your intelligence modifier.
2 die 8 plus my int. My dude, you spoil me. How's a 15 suit you?
It feels real good.
Yeah.
So, the tricorn belongs not to a human pirate, but to a denizen of Lang known as.
Oh no.
I ain't scared of no denizens.
Me get her name once more.
It's that bitch that we fought in chapter 2, right?
Yes. Where are I?
Where are I?
So, Werelai's longship, the Bloodwind, is a slave ship. Although the slaves that Werelai acquires are typically never seen again.
Huh.
The
Better to
next part.
be used and not seen, I suppose, by her standards.
Yeah, that's very true. Alright.
Well,
A tattered registry indicates that the Bloodwind, the ship, most often sails the rivers and seas of the Dreamlands, but it can cross into other planes. Captain Werelai is relentless in pursuit of her victims, chasing them across the plains if necessary.
oh. Wait. Wait! Wait!
What?
I'm waiting.
What?
Wait.
What?
This-
What? What's up?
Whoa! Wow!
What's
What?
up, bud?
You just said that Captain Werelai chases her slaves if they escape?
That's what I said.
Dude, Gregor reads that line and fucking cogs click into place, and I'm going to fucking have a fucking moment in front of Draymore.
What's up, buddy? What's up, Buttercup?
Is something troubling you?
Draymore, I need you to come with me right now. And I'm going to make a mad dash for my cane and then march out the door.
I follow behind.
He's hobbling all the way.
There's a sound like a fucking peg leg as my cane is slapping onto the fucking wood of this ship as I'm marching towards this yoga session that's happening on the fucking front deck.
Yeah, you're gonna come out. I'm gonna be instructing the 2 older gentlemen how to do the yoga.
And this
Yeah,
is the
one
downward
of them
dog.
is one of them is taking to it like a fish to water. The other one is taking to it like a fish to land.
It's like, no, we're not doing Happy Baby anymore. This is supposed to be downward. Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay. Whoa, we are flexible. So, you guys see Gregor moving with purpose, with a very intense expression, eyes locked upon those 2 people. And Draymore seems confused following him, I guess.
Yeah.
What were their names again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
They never revealed their names. There's
That's a funny thing.
well, we'll just call they honestly don't have names, so we'll call them Edgar and Alan.
Lol.
No.
Uh,
They're both very poor man. Very poor men.
yeah. I'm advancing on them. Do they react by the time I get there, or do I just?
They
get
just see you
to them?
coming and they go, "Oh, Gregor, have you come to join us?"
I
think I'm
don't.
starting to get the hang of it.
I don't
The other one
immediately
says,
respond
"No,
as I
my
say,
friend, you
as
are
I
not."
get like to them. I will say, Edgar, Alan, I have to have a word with you.
Oh,
Can I wait
Us?
until after stretching is done?
No, it can't.
okay. The other one unpretzels himself and says, "Indeed, however you would need us." And he does one good jerk of his friend, and he comes unpretzeled as he was stuck.
He's like a human knot on the ground.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, this might be private, so would you like to speak in the room? And I'll look over to the door, or would you rather it here?
I suppose we can do it in the room if that's the case, because there are people working out and about on the ship
Yeah,
itself.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they'll say, "Well, of course." As one will
I'll
help
kind
you
of
into the room.
give a oh shit expression as I then make my way back into the cabin.
No, is it just you, you and them?
I mean, if anyone else wants
Yeah,
to
no,
follow
yeah,
us.
no, that's fine. Or if the rest of the party wants to come, I'm just trying to figure out who's coming and who's not.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at the captain and I'm gonna be like, I'll be back.
She
Get
says,
the form, Enrin.
I never
Adrian is-
stop.
Excellent. Alright, so we'll say that Adrian is still doing his lunging with Skywin. And
I will continue after this is done. though.
Salute the sun.
yeah. Praise the sun.
Let's get a good stretch. Stretch
Oh
those
my
legs.
God.
Dude,
Shut the fuck
I've
up.
been playing so much fucking Wii Fit Trainer,
Smash.
and I love
Yeah.
spamming the taunt. So great.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, anyway. So one of them, like the one that's more fragile, will gladly be helped by the one that's less fragile, who's still, fragile in nature, as he helps the man sit down at one of the tables in the cabin area, and then he'll sit next to him. He'll say, Well,
As they
Gregor?
enter the place, I have already moved towards one of my super kick-ass lamps one of my 8 kick-ass lamps that I bought from that last town we were in. Not the last one, but
Yeah.
the one before we started
Bought
the
8
adventure.
lamp.
Lamp, like light
Oh.
sources. Some
Yeah,
dwarven smith like to make lamps, and I bought a bunch of them.
you get ready to light it, and he says, "Oh, allow me," as he takes a little, with a shaky hand, takes a little wand out, and then, and it produces flame on the wick.
I will notice that and light my pipe with some tobacco, and
Yeah, I just
puff from
strike a match like a normal person. Like, ooh, your magic was so hyped here, you basically have a fucking long wooden lighter.
Hey, man, they're old people. They got arthritis.
It's actually not a wand at all. It's just one of those special fucking lighters. It's like a stick.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I'm going to, after thinking about what I have to say for a moment, and puffing on my pipe, turn and say, I hate to bring this up, as it is almost definitely a point of stress and contention. Are you truly from Razmaran? Please answer honestly.
He said, "Of course, we've been there for decades."
I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna roll sense motive.
Yeah, for sure.
I get a 35.
You get no ill hunches.
Okay, so they're not lying.
Correct. Yeah, you're
You said you've
pretending
been.
that they're. Go ahead.
You've been followed by the red-sailed ship, then.
We have our tales of a ship with blood-red sails, but we are being chased by someone known as the Glower. Whether they're interconnected or not, I am not for sure.
Good. Good. Well,
I'm sorry, Gregor. Is there something that's troubling you? I won't say.
yes.
Yes, you seem quite tense.
Yes, there is. But at least I have an answer to one question. I'm sorry to have troubled you. Please, if you may return, as payment for bothering you, if you have any questions, I would happily answer them.
The one that's more feeble, which is the Hey Arnold Grandpa man,
Right.
will be helped up by the Tianzhao man, and he'll say, "My dear Gregor, if there's one thing I have learned over my years of study, is that nothing can't be solved with a good glass of warm tea." He'll produce kind of a surprisingly nicely crafted wooden cup from one of his robes, and pull out a flask. He'll pour the flask, and piping hot tea will come from it. And he'll say, "Please, I insist, try to calm your nerves."
I'll sense motive on what he's doing. There's a 43. Jesus. There's a 43.
He genuinely seems is trying to be
Okay,
nice.
so he's just being a nice person. Okay. I will see him do that and, with a smile, take it and have a sip.
It's shit. No.
I mean, hey.
No, it's actually it's nothing like fancy, but it's surprisingly sweet.
Okay. I'll say I thank you. Where I have finally gotten an answer to a question. another one that I do not wish to know is looking me dead in the face.
Well, perhaps we can be assistants. While we may not know your troubles, we do know a lot about the world. And the other one will say, Indeed, we have learned many things across our time in Rasmarian.
Oh? Have you learned any of... Shit, what was her name again? Werelai?
Yeah, they'll say, Where am I?
No, 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 no. I'm asking the DM. Is that the name of the character?
Yes.
Okay. I will say, have you ever heard the tales of the slave captain Werelai?
One of them they'll look at each other and says, I do not believe so. Captain Werelei, is that of a creature from this plane? Dead?
No.
Alive?
No, not dead, but not exactly alive either. I'll go on to explain very, very generally what Leng is, in that it is a
When you
place
start
of
explaining what Lang is, they
chaos.
say, Ah, yes, we know very well of the land of Lang.
Do you know of its denizens?
Indeed, quite horrific monsters.
Indeed.
Rasmir was quite fond of them.
That is unfortunate to know. To think that the living god would result to such monsters. But enough of that.
The other one, the Eastern man, laughs again.
Uh, so, forgive me, I'm a bit shaken up. You must know, as fellow scholars, to learn something very unpleasant is rather difficult, especially on bones as old as ours.
It's true. The truly, off the top of my head, we know that denizens of Lang are typically slavers, always
Yes.
dealing and being conceited with their wealth. What is pennies to them is, well, riches to us.
Yes.
Their rubies go far and wide.
That they do. I think I'm remembering that fucking, like, grapefruit-sized gem that we sold earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, Gregor will continue to say, well, this one is no different. Captain Werelei is a slaver upon a ship that sails not only the seas but the plains themselves. And
Oh, that
this
sounds very troubling.
this red-sailed ship is, I believe, her ship in particular. And as the story goes, Werelei will track down any of her slaves that manage to escape.
That does sound like a denizen of Lang. They are very possessive. If they've
When
come
I
into
say
contact
that,
with,
I'm not looking at him. I look around to my party members that are present. I believe that's
I'm
Aaron and Draymore, yes?
yeah.
I'm looking back at you with just kind of a smirk.
The scholars will say, indeed, that is not just this Werelei character. If a denizen of Lang has claimed something as their property, they are very reluctant to relinquish that.
Indeed.
Whether this Werelei purchased you all as slaves from someone else, or I'm sorry, she didn't. They don't say that. That was just me saying that.
Yeah.
Say whether this Werelei purchased slaves or equipment from someone, or she cornered them herself, she would not be kind to release them. So, of course, they'll chase anything to the ends of the earth, or I suppose the plains, to try and get them back.
Indeed.
And what if it was a thing of revenge? What if someone had wronged a Ling creature?
The one of them begins laughing, and they say, that is such a foolish thing to do. They're so hard to kill.
I just deadpan look at them.
They say, well, I'm not for sure why they'll look, but it would be foolish indeed. And the other one will say, ah, yes, quite. The denizens of Ling have unnaturally long lives. They simply come back over and over. It takes really quite a lot to get rid of one of them. So if you were to make one an enemy, most likely you'd be dealing with him your entire life.
Or the remainder of it.
Indeed. Short or
Same
long.
thing.
Or is... They look to each other and they say, are you all in a position where you all are being hunted by a denizen of Lang, this Lorelei?
I hope not. And I look at you and just smile nervously.
I will hand him back his cup and say, the tea was absolutely amazing. Now, please, I understand that Miss Skywind is not fond of having to be kept waiting. So, if you wish to continue your exercises, you must be getting along now.
They just kind of looked at each other
Diplomacy
for
check to get
a,
them to get the fuck out of here.
they
41.
looked at each other
Leave.
for a brief moment, and they looked at you and said, I suppose you were correct. She seemed to be very vibrant. I believe I am extremely ready to get to Casimir. And the other one says, I believe I am too. And they will leave the room and go back to working out.
After they leave, I close the door and I look at Gregor and I'm like, you discovered something nasty, didn't you?
Indeed.
In the future, don't interrogate nice old men.
That
Because
is
you're
my
scared.
job, Aaron. You would be
And if
better...
you're going to, use this. I found it in my bag and I don't really have a use for it. I hand you a scroll of Zone of Truth.
Well, this would be useful. Though, if I really wish to pick their brains, I would do them with my own magical aptitude. This
but-
seems a bit more draconian. Though, very useful.
Do you take the scroll?
Nah. If I ever need to do that, I'll do it with my own abilities. But I'll let Erin have her own method about it if she wishes to.
Yeah, fair enough. All
So
right.
be it. I pick up
Well-
the Bokrug statue on the way out. Come on, Bogey.
Gregor just simply turns back to look at the flame dancing in the lamp while smoking his pipe.
Grimoire, is there anything you wish to say to Gregor as he's kind of pondering? Are you there, Joshi?
Yeah, he's making
Yeah, but
Yeah, so is there anything you wish to say to Gregor while he's kind of pondering by himself, not speaking for a change?
Lol.
I'm gonna
No,
be
no, no.
honest with
Gregor
you.
is normally the face, so it's kind of strange to see him like actually just
I
sitting. You know.
walk over to Gregor and I ask if anything's troubling him.
Yes, there absolutely is something troubling me, sir.
Do tell.
Well, to put it gently, I'm afraid that you, I, Anurin, and Aaron, we're all at one point slaves to this Werelei that I was speaking about previously.
We are stronger now. We will not be slaves again.
That is not what bothers me on the topic, Draymar. She has our scent of a sort. I fear that we will endanger others simply being upon this ship. We are a beacon of sorts to that slaver's ship.
Yes, we leave.
We have a mission regardless. And if we were to go upon any other ship, that we would simply endanger that one. And at least this one has a competent swordsman as its captain.
Danger and death seem to follow us regardless.
Don't I know it? Well, no sense moping about this way. Where's the next book?
Grimoire will kindly put it in your hand.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point, the rest of the party can come to try and discern the rest of this information in the book.
Cool. Knowledge planes?
Yes.
Hiya! 41 actually. I keep forgetting to
Alright.
add in the 10.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that everyone can roll if they want to, but you've doubled the score. uh, by itself. So we're gonna go ahead and just nail down these last 10 points.
Cool.
So, Captain Wereline's longship is made of a dark wood with distinctive red-colored sails. You all definitely realize that this is the same ship that has been pursuing you on and off. And you all learn the proper phrase that allows you all to use the Dreamlands excursion and occult ritual to arrive near the Bloodwind.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're kind of like at this point all just preparing to activate the ritual. We'll say, definitely by this point I've caught everyone up to speed, including Aaron, of course, to say that there is a very good chance that one part of our memories that we lack is the fact that we were all slaves to this creature, more than likely sold to it by Laos himself. Though that itself is just a hunch, but our indentured state to this monster is absolutely for certain. It is how it has been able to locate us time and time again. And I do believe that unless we deal with it in a more permanent manner, then it will continue to haunt us for the rest of our lives. And
Do you have any ideas on how to do that? How to permanently kill this unkillable thingy?
Well, how does one kill a dream? That might be something whenever you are, not kept busy with your physical studies, your mental
From
studies.
what I know about Taldans and humanity in general, through years of forced labor and stagnant wages.
Indeed. Oh, yes, those Taldans. So fond of their empires. But anyway, my only guess so far is to cut off the snake at its head, or maybe rip out the weed at its root. If we can perhaps deal with this monster on its own turf, it would be safer for everyone around us, at least.
So we're going to Lang?
No, 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 no.
I was about to say, I don't learn plane shift for...
No.
Wait.
I doubt that we would survive a journey to Ling. But instead, through our studies, we have found that there is a place in the Dreamlands that the red-sailed ship resides, and I believe that we will be able to find a tricorn of a captain there as well.
True, but I fear that the thing will still just follow us since we're not able to kill it in this dimension.
Odds are good that we would, if we do not defeat it, or at least destroy the ship in one way or another, piss it off further. If you will
I like that
excuse my
idea.
language.
What if we just blow up the ship? After we kill it, I set a ton of charges. I get really giddy at the prospect.
You seem a little overly excited about that, Aaron. Well, who would
I
I
like
be to
explosions.
deny you such a fate? I'll then kind of get into position to begin the ritual.
Excellent. With that, you all begin the process of doing the Dreamland excursion ritual. All you know about the ritual is that you will wind up close to the Bloodwind and have a chance to go from there. So, Aaron, in the same manner, you all are very familiar with this ritual at this point. Give me a knowledge planes check. If you succeed, you'll be good.
Let's go, Aaron. Let's go. Let's go, Aaron. Let's go.
Ooh, before we do this,
Yeah.
rule question.
Answer.
How long would it be to unprepare a single spell slot and then prepare something else?
Lord, I do not know
15
off the top
minutes
of my
is
head.
the answer.
There you go.
Can I take 15?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, let's take 10.
Yes, this is Take 10 Gaming. Take 15 Gaming didn't exactly have the proper ring to it.
Yeah, it didn't have the right kind of pizzazz.
Cool. I prepped more kaboom spells.
Okay, sure.
Atta girl.
Cool.
Sounds good. All right. Now let's do the roll.
Bitchin'.
You make it. Excellent. So now for some more rolling. Gregor. Aaron,
Oh, yeah.
Wildman, and Drymore.
That's me.
You take
Good.
8 non-lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In your sleeping body, of course.
All right.
I'm
So
about to be a
eventually,
sleeping body.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
eventually, the stone staircase or the marble staircase descends from you all once more. And as you begin to walk through, you start to smell kind of just some natural smells of the river and some things that would be on a riverbank. And you walk through. There's a jarring white light, that awful ringing noise in your ear when you heard something a little too loud. And then you wake up. You all are back on the ship.
Wait, we just wake up on our own ship?
hmm
Oh,
Oh
We
no.
won.
it's here.
You all know it's as if you walk through, but you all wake up.
It is here.
Oh, what have we done? I will bolt up real quick and look around. Are we actually in our cabin? Are there like books everywhere and strange runes?
Yeah, it looks like you all just don't really remember what happened. You remember doing the ritual.
Oh
You
shit.
remember,
Uh, Gregor curses
but
out
everything.
loud like that, very
Yeah,
uncharacteristically.
everything seems pretty natural currently.
Oh dear. I'm going to run over to a window and look outside.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna run out onto the deck. And just
Yeah, as you run out, I'll say, Enron, wait! But you know you're gone by that point.
All right. So at this point, can I get? Let me do this first.
initiative.
Let me get perception from the party.
Can do, Captain.
21.
34.
I
Okay.
really won't even bother.
All right. Well, we'll say everyone in that case. You all realize that any of your dream gear that you would normally have is not on you.
Lol.
Told you.
Jammer rolls.
All right. When Adrian, when you run outside, the waters of the river seem to be unusually clear, and they're teeming with iridescent fish. The water's a whole lot more clear than it normally is.
I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and shift.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna also like look around.
Yeah, and
do
Gregor,
I
when
see
you
any
look
of
out,
the sailors? Kind of.
yeah, the sailors are working on the ship like they normally would be.
Yeah,
And
I'm
when
gonna.
you start going
Oh.
along just to go back to where Gregor went first, can I get a knowledge 15 geography check, Luke?
Yeah, I get it. 26.
Yeah. So you can surmise that the river is not necessarily following the expected course. It's like you all may have gotten lost or something.
We're in a
Or like the ship may have
strange
gotten
spot.
lost. Yeah.
Oh wait. Did we summon the entire ship next to their ship?
Yeah, but as you look out, everything looks kind of normal. Like, everything looks like you just have been on the river, except there's a few just things that seem a little different, a little strange.
Yeah, we're in the correct area, but we're in a different spot, perhaps, or going up a different path.
Yeah, it seems like you've gotten lost going to your destination.
Oh dear. Oh.
But the ship is still being steered.
Yeah.
Being piloted.
So,
Skywin is
like I
probably
said,
asleep.
I've shifted into Tiger, so
Oh
I
no,
do.
it's daylight.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's as if you all woke up in the morning after doing your normal ritual.
No, Gregor is confused. Aaron? I will find Aaron. Are you sure the ritual was a success?
I simply remember doing the ritual, My body fell asleep, my mind continued forward. Blinding white light and a piercing noise, and then we woke up. Same for you?
Yes, would have succeeded, but we haven't traveled anywhere.
I'm trying to rack my
Well,
brain
the
as to what's
ship has
possible.
moved where it shouldn't be.
Wait,
What's the
wait, wait,
captain?
wait, 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 wait. We were trying to go where the ship was, right?
Yes. I
Where the ship
immediately.
should be,
Of course. Wait.
according to the lore in the books.
Oh dear.
What if the ship wasn't there? Because we go where our mind wants us to go.
Indeed. But why are
And
we
whenever
still in the material plane? We
I
should
had
be
to
in the
guess
dreamland.
haptic feedback.
Do I smell anything?
Hmm.
Like gunpowder? Maybe that
Where's the
denizen
captain?
once again?
Yeah, Maddie, can I get a knowledge nature check?
Nature.
Hmm.
The fish are very
Aw.
strange.
Hey, actually rolled really high.
The surrounding
Okay.
area is very odd.
Maddie, when you look along the shore, there's a herd of flabby, waddling quadrupeds that are approaching the river to drink. They resemble elephants with short trunks and small ears.
What?
Tapirs?
Short trunks and small ears?
Drowsy?
I'm gonna look up at the sail.
The sail doesn't. Okay, let me give me a perception check, please. The sail doesn't seem to be very strange, although there's not much wind in it. It looks like.
I'm gonna
no,
find the
no
captain.
color difference.
Yeah,
No, sir.
that was another guess on my part. I'm gonna find the captain.
Okay.
Uh, give a look around. Can I find her?
Yeah, she's up at the helm.
Captain, Lady Skywin.
She's looking straight out into the horizon,
Oh,
and then she looks as though she's listening for something. She says, yes. What do you need?"
Just from that reaction, can I sense motive to see if something is strange?
Yeah.
37?
Yeah, this all seems really fucking weird.
I mean, you're telling me. Hmm.
Detect magic on the captain.
I will say we seem to be off course, Captain. And at this point, I know something is not right. I'm going to be kind of pacing myself to be in a position to where I wouldn't be surrounded by people. But I'll say,
Okay. But
have you
can I
lost
get a
course?
perception check from you, Gregor?
A perception
And
check?
Aaron, you do detect something magical, like aside from what normally would be on her.
25.
So, Gregor, as you're on top of the deck, you notice that the ship hands are getting, like, fewer and fewer.
I see.
And then you catch sight of something behind you in the river, about a quarter mile behind you.
The ship.
A ship with red sails that seem blood-drenched rather than merely red. You can make out the name Bloodwind on the ship's prow. And it's coming for the ship that's sailing very listlessly, but that you are currently on.
Oh, dear.
let me
Can
know.
I get a knowledge planes check from you, Gregor?
Of course. 32.
You've realized that, wait a second, you kind of see, like, you see Aneurin on the side of the ship kind of looking at all these strange wildlife and fauna. Draymore's kind of just monitoring the ship. Aaron's very perplexed and checking things out. You're placing things together, and you realize, after looking around a little bit more, that you're not on the Glass River going towards Casimir. You are in the Dreamlands. This is the river, the Alkranos.
Oh dear. Who am I talking to?
It's a good question, isn't it?
I figure all this shit out and say, I don't say shit. I just snap my head back and look back at this person.
And her head turns around 180 degrees and says, "I suppose you found out, didn't you?" Coming from Skywind's body with her head turned
Yeah,
completely
that
backwards.
fucking. Ugh. Yeah. I'm going to scream to my allies, 2 arms!
Yep. And with that, I'll place you right here for a moment. As the lovable Skywind you see right here begins turning into a nice little misty mist as she goes away.
About to say, would we be here?
No, this is where what you all were last time.
Okay.
And then she then turns into a very nice little image looking like this.
That's nasty.
And with that, we'll leave that little cliffhanger as we come back to a close for this night's session of Strange Aeons, Dreams of the Yellow King. I hope everyone enjoyed the nice little fun back and forth that happened tonight, and I look forward to playing next week once more.
Indeed.
For anyone listening, thank you for coming by. Give us a like, a subscribe, and a listen, and we'll see y'all next week.
Indeed. Oh, yeah. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hey.